lithium miners are getting a ton of attention, and for good reason. As we increase electricity demand, we need to increase things like batteries for energy storage, for electric vehicles, and other parts of the technology value chain. But can lithium miners really supercharge your portfolio? I think there's some risks to consider on top of the opportunities. This is The Smattering. I'm Jason Hall. I got Tyler Crow here with me to talk about it. Hey, Tyler.
How's it going, Jason? Energy. Let's go.
Just want to remind everybody that's watching, we have a great partnership with The Motley Fool. If you want to get some great stock ideas, check out our link, fool.com/The Smattering. Put in some information. The Fool is going to give you its best stocks to buy right now. Okay, Tyler. So we know the electrification of everything seems to be happening. We know electric vehicles are going to continue to take market share from internal combustion engines. We know that the issues with energy around the world and renewables is they're intermittent and we need to store it. So batteries, all of those things add up to increased demand for lithium, even with new technologies rolling out. What's the case for lithium stocks?
If we're going to actually build all these things, we have the material. We need the materials to actually make them. And there's a reason lithium is in the name of lithium-ion batteries, because it's one of the primary components. And one of the things that is obviously clear is that if we're going to do this, according to Albemarle, which is a major mining company of lithium, they expect that between 2022 and 2027, expected lithium sales volume is going to grow from somewhere between 20 to 30% annually. That is, in the world of mining, an almost impossible task. You don't hear of commodity demand growth in the double digits all that often. You get 4, 5, 6 is a good year of demand growth.
The vast majority of mining and materials production are well-established, very mature industries. And like you said, they tend to grow along with global GDP while being very cyclical. And those boom-bust cycles can be really, really painful.
And it makes it very compelling, but at the same time, a very challenging industry, because it has come up in waves pretty much since 2018, right? I think we've been talking about lithium as like the demand driver or a huge opportunity for investors for a few years now, with people either making a lot of money or getting their faces ripped off when, change prices, and things can look kind of dumpy for 6 months to a year. But if you can kind of look beyond that, like the year to year supply demand imbalances that can happen over relatively short cycles, the demand is going to be there. It's huge. And there are established companies in this industry that have a track record of generating solid returns for investors. I just mentioned Albemarle. Another one is them. It's the Chilean national company, but for shortened, it's gone down to SQM, and it's also their ticker. Both are two of the largest lithium miners in the world, and both companies have had an established track record of generating good shareholder value through either lithium mining, or with Albemarle, they also have some associated other mining products that they sell just outside of lithium. It's like catalysts and things like that tend to get mined with lithium, very much like you see with other mining companies. You kind of have those associate things. So you kind of pile all these things together, and obviously there's going to be some capital spending that's going to make it a little bit of a headache. And it's obviously going to be a lumpy sort of couple of years. But if you consider the macro demand that we're expected to have in these businesses, and you have these two companies that have shown that, over the long term, we have proven that we are good enough capital allocators to grow value here, I think there's a really good opportunity. There's a bunch of other up and coming companies too, junior miners. You see a lot of these pre-revenue lithium miners, things like that. As an investor, those things make me a little bit more nervous, because there is so much execution work or issues with mining. We've mentioned this on videos before, where to be a good miner, you have to be incredibly disciplined, incredibly focused over a very, very long time. And there's no proven track record with some of these junior miners, and we're not 100% certain that they can execute at a level that an Albemarle or an SQM have done over really long periods. So if you're an investor and you're looking at the electrification of everything, lithium mining is going to be a place to be. And I think that Albemarle and SQM are probably your best bets. Obviously, valuation is going to come into play here, but those are definitely the ones that you want to have on your radar and at really good, attractive valuations it's ones that you want to pounce on.